Hi Aries, welcome to your July 2019 tarot and astrology reading. If it feels as though Cancer season is taking its toll on you, the Mars Leo energy is going to give you a lot of excitement. Particularly towards the end of July when the sun is there and the new moon is there, Aries, there is a lot of fun to be had. Despite Mercury retrograding in that area, you're going to find a lot of optimism and a lot of opportunity. Six of Wands and the Star, hope and success. Following a guiding star. Wishing on a star and seeing things manifest right in front of your eyes. Six of Wands is that success energy that whatever it is, you will be pleased. The Star card is all about keeping hope alive and falling in love with yourself all over again. Falling in love with your life all over again. Leo energy for an Aries. The end of this month will be so good. You will notice that things have changed quite a lot since January in the area of creativity and fun and pleasure and romance and children, and they're good changes. And if it doesn't feel like that yet, there's still things to come. The Star asks you to keep hope alive. The Star just popped out again. Do you need further confirmation that hope is to be kept alive because good things are coming? The Cancer eclipse has brought with it changes to your family dynamic, changes to your home, changes to your relationships at their most intimate, changes with your mother, changes with your grandchildren, with your children. With your children's children, which is your grandchildren, makes sense. The Hermit. At the beginning of July, right up until the 21st, you're going to be quite reflective. You're going to find the Cancer energy quite draining on occasions. You're going to feel as though you don't quite know what direction you're going in. The Mars and Leo energy is typically so good for you, but with Mercury retrograding in that sector and retrograding back into Cancer, the best thing you can do is contemplate your next move rather than make it. Knight of Wands, activity in your hopes and desires. You're hoping for activity. You're hoping to move. You're hoping to travel. You are traveling, or you're hoping for some sort of change that feels like movement. In your helpful sector, we have growth, Ace of Wands. Your challenge is possibly a water sign or the Cancer energy. Your challenge, Aries, may be empathy for a water sign or another fire sign or a Virgo. Seven of Pentacles, potential. Perfect. And underneath, Ace of Pentacles, prosperity. Prosperity, Aries. You gotta love it. Uranus in your financial sector, great and unexpected changes may be occurring this month as Uranus makes links with Saturn and Pluto. Well, yeah, it's in harmony with Saturn and Pluto over the next 7 years. And you know, that'll be good for you to have such favorable planets in your financial sector. That's incredible. You're headed towards prosperity because you have an idea. Now, of course, we do know with the law of attraction, in order to achieve prosperity, you first have to believe in it. So if you don't believe in it, this isn't for you. If you have limiting self-beliefs with money, you don't believe you can have it, or you believe that money is evil, it's not yours in this lifetime. If you believe that you can achieve financial success, the chances are during Leo season, you are overrun with ideas. You're overrun with creativity, with positive energy. Mars being there in your creative zone means that if you seek to create something, And think how broad creativity can be. You can build a business, but you can also create a business. The two are not opposing. Creativity is so very broad. So to have Mars in that sector means you can create wonderful things, wonderful content, wonderful art, wonderful babies, maybe, wonderful relationships. But it may require a bit of understanding. It may require a bit of Cancerian energy, although you're finding that it's getting in the way of your path. And it's not that it's getting in the way of your path, Aries. That cardinal water energy for you can sometimes feel like it's not truly directed, like it's not truly going anywhere. If you're dealing with a water sign, you're finding their emotions very hard to take in July. There's a lack of emotional understanding between you and a Scorpio, you and a Pisces, or you and a Cancer. Perhaps you have something within you that you don't want to acknowledge because you feel stubborn about it, and they show you what that is. Water signs, when they are still, when they are calm, they are fundamentally a reflection, and you can see yourself in them. And if you don't like what you see, you run away from the water. Have you done that with a water sign lately? You might have. Am I saying that that's it? Not necessarily. Seven of Pentacles potential. But where? The Emperor, King of the Ocean order. That's your energy. And Six of Cups. Reflection. Didn't I just talk about reflection? Limbo. And the Three of Swords. As I'm moving closer into the extended, I still want to make my point, Aries. If you have recently separated from someone and it is because you didn't like what you saw, was it because you didn't like that it was reflected back? Somebody is your mirror. And I think it's a water sign. And I think with the Three of Swords, there's a potential to, during Cancer season, heal the relationship or let it go. For a lot of you, it seems quite healing because I feel that possibly, Aries, it was your fault. If there's a new relationship that's come in, make sure that you don't wait too long to tell them how you feel, because delaying the relationship ends in heartache. If you feel super connected, it's up to you to try and get in the water with them. Especially if it is a water sign, you owe it to yourself to try and find their, find some sort of understanding, because at the minute that's where it's lacking. If you are dealing with a water sign, I think it's a past life connection, or it is a potential soulmate. With the Six of Cups, it's a beautiful, beautiful energy. And for some reason, you'll be tempted to delay it or put it off, and that's not going to work. If you decide to take positive actions with it and let it grow, you'll have a Six of Cups reflector. You will be your Emperor and they will not oppose you. The King of Cups will never oppose the Emperor because he is in his own home. He's in the ocean. He's happy there. The Emperor may be the king of the ocean, but that doesn't take away from the water sign. It's not a battle of egos, is basically what it's not. They're very comfortable with who they are. You just don't understand them quite well because you're seeing in them certain things you don't like, and it's a reflection. That's what human nature is like. We can very often pull away from people who remind us of ourselves. But you could be dealing with a Virgo, a fire sign, or even an air sign. But there's a soulmate connection here in July, especially as we move into Leo season, that I think is very, very important, and I think has a lot of potential for growth. For some of you, it's a pregnancy, but it has potential. I will be doing the mid-monthly readings as well to deal with that Capricorn lunar eclipse, because it's going to be pretty big for your reputation. It's going to be quite pivotal in your social standing. And then we get more romantic as we move into Leo season. So the mid-monthly is going to be very, very, very rich in Six of Cups energy. I'm going to go more into the extended if you want an additional insight into the mid-monthlies. But for now, Aries, if you're not joining me there, do bear in mind that sometimes when we see ourselves in the water, we don't always like what we see. Cancer season will make you more comfortable with what is reflected back to you if you only acknowledge that perhaps you need to dip your toes a bit more in the water. So I will speak to you guys in the mid-monthlies or the extended if you're joining me there. I love you, Aries. Bye.